So, what if you could get a completely custom app for your business, one that's tailored to your exact needs, but for a price that's way closer to off the shelf software? I know, it sounds kind of impossible, right? Well, today we're exploring a case study that did just that. Let's see how they actually pulled it off.
You know the feeling. It's a classic business headache, isn't it? You feel totally stuck. The software you can actually afford makes you bend and break the very workflows that make your business successful. But the custom software that would actually help you, it just feels completely out of reach. It's a really, really frustrating place to be.
Okay, so this story kicks off with a client who desperately needed a new project management tool. The problem was they had these really specific, kind of unique requirements that none of the standard SaaS products out there could handle. And that put them in a super tough spot. So this left them staring down two very common but, equally flawed paths. It's a choice a lot of businesses face, and honestly, neither option is all that great.
Yeah, it's the classic lose-lose scenario. On one hand, you can stick with the standard tool. You save money up front, sure, but you pay for it later with clunky workflows and endless workarounds. Or you go the other way, build it all from scratch. That promises a perfect fit, but it comes with a monster price tag, a huge risk of the budget just spiraling out of control, a massive time commitment, and then you've got the long-term headache of maintaining it all. And when I say a monster price tag, I am not kidding. The client had already talked to a few consultants and was getting initial quotes in the range of $1,000 to $200,000 just to get started. For most businesses, that's a complete non-starter.
But what if there was a third option? A smarter way that kind of sidesteps the problems of the other two. This is where the hybrid solution comes into play. And believe me, it completely changes the game. So here's the big idea. Instead of building every single thing from the ground up, you start with a solid, customizable, low-code platform. Think of it like this. It's like buying a pre-built chassis for a car. You get the engine, the transmission, the wheels, all the complex standard parts are already working perfectly. Then you can focus all your time and your budget on building the custom body and the cool features that make it uniquely yours.
This is basically the 80-20 principle in action. The development team, a company called Powerflow Digital, they found a platform called RapidStart Project that handled about 80% of what the client needed right out of the box. And that meant they could pour all their effort into building that crucial final 20%, the part that was going to make the software a truly perfect fit. So what did that custom 20% actually look like? Let's break down the three key features that took this from an 80% solution to a 100% perfect fit tool for them. First up, the client's business doesn't really think in terms of hours logged. They think in dollars, based on purchase orders. Now, that's a fundamental mismatch with most project management tools. So, the team built a custom system where everything was tracked financially. Budgets are set by the PO's dollar value, and you can even have different consultants with different billing rates on the very same project. This wasn't just a nice to have, it was absolutely essential for how they do business. Second, their projects were just way too complex for a simple task list. They needed to see the details within the details, So a full subtask system was built out. This let them track time and even allocate parts of the budget way down at the most granular level. It gave them the control and the hierarchy they were missing to manage these big, complex projects. And finally, this was the real crown jewel: fully automated custom invoicing. The system just pulls all the billable time card entries and automatically generates a detailed invoice in the client's super specific format. It shows the original PO, exactly how much of the budget is left, and it even tracks unpaid balances. I mean, this feature alone saves them countless hours and just kills manual errors. So after building these three critical custom features on top of that solid platform, what was the final result? This is where the story gets really, really good. Just look at this comparison. It's wild. The initial quotes for a full custom build were starting at over $100,000. By using this smart hybrid approach, the entire project, the platform foundation plus all the custom work, cost the client just $15,000. That is an absolutely incredible outcome. And here's a quote from Suhail Syed, the guy who led the project. It just perfectly sums up the whole philosophy. Start with what's already great, and then focus your resources only on what makes your business unique. It's all about being smart, not just throwing more money at the problem. And, the payoff goes way beyond that initial price tag. The client got a tool that was an absolutely perfect fit for their business. They launched it in a tiny fraction of the time a full build would have taken. And because it's built on a stable platform, the long-term risks of maintenance are way, way lower. And yeah, of course, they saved over 85% of the potential cost. So this isn't just a one-off success story. It's really a blueprint that you can use. Think about it in 3 steps. First, figure out the 80% of your needs that are pretty standard. Second, pinpoint that critical 20% that makes your business truly unique. And third, find a platform that covers the 80% so you can focus all your resources on perfecting that last 20%. It's a really powerful way to reframe the whole problem. And that really leaves us with one final question for you to think about. What is that unique 20%? What's that one part of your workflow that standard software just can't seem to handle? Because identifying that one thing, well, it just might be the key to unlocking massive efficiency for your business without the massive price tag.